Good morning, everyone. Today's topic we are going to see is LED and LCD. LED means light emitting diode, LCD liquid crystal display. We are going to see these two topics for this class. Please tell me whether my screen is visible or not. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Today's topic is light emitting diode, that is LED, liquid crystal display, that is LCD. First, we will see the light emitting diode. Here, this is the this is the structure. This is the structure of light emitting diode. Normally, there is a heterojunction structures are available for this LED type. Let it be those structure. Maybe you may come across the structure like this, 5 layered structure like this. It is with gallium arsenide, gallium arsenide, gallium, indium, gallium aluminum arsenide, gallium indium indium arsenide, like that. Different materials, semiconductor materials you may come across. From this active region, light is going to be emitted from this. At the center of these two layers, these are the contact layers. These two layers are contact layers. These two layers are confinement layers, and the middle layer is the active layer. From this active layer, recombination of electrons and holes will take place. So from these, due to that recombinations, I'm going to obtain some light energy here. That light energy is going to obtain finally. That illumination for light will takes place from this active layer position. This is the active layer position. From that active layer position, I'm going to get that illumination, and finally the light signal is going to be acquired like this. Actual the process is like this. 5 layered structure will be there. In middle layer is active layer. These two are confinement layers. These two layers are contact layers. This topic you will come across in optical fibers. In optical fibers, let it be. This is the LED is the optical source. It is just like it acts as optical source. Photodiodes acts as optical detector, photodetector or optical detector, like that. We can say like that. This is the basic view, but it is not at all discussed in the actual topic. Only some basic point of view is given in this topic. That's it. For your second year level, this is enough. For the exam point of view, this is enough. Mm. Here, light emitting diode, some P layer and N type P type semiconductor layer and N type semiconductor layer are both sandwiched here, and after sandwiching of a p-type and n-type semiconductor layer by using some diffusion process, and the two metal contacts terminals are drawn here. Those two metal contacts, I can treat those two metal contacts as anode terminal and cathode terminal here. Here, a PN junction, this is the symbol for, this is the symbol, this is the symbol for LED normal diode, as well as the arrows outwards here. If the arrows outwards, then we can call this as light emitting diode. It is exhibiting some light energy that is indicated with these arrows, therefore it is LED. If the arrows are inwards, if the arrows are inwards, that means light energy is incidenting upon this diode and giving out some variation in the energy levels in this PN diode, then it is known as photodiode here. Arrows outwards ఉంటేమో ఎల్ఈడి అంటాం, arrows inwards ఉంటేనేమో photodiode అంటాం అమ్మా. అది basic difference between LED and photodiode. This is the difference between normal PN junction diode and LED. Anode terminal as it is, cathode terminal, but difference is only this arrows are liberated from the outwards here. Next one here, the PN junction diode which emits light when forward biased. This p-type material and n-type material is given some voltage supply, and it should be in forward bias direction, which emits lights when forward biased, is known as a LED. That is, LED means light emitting diode. The emitted light may be that emitted light may be visible or invisible. That may be visible or invisible. The amount of light output is directly proportional to the forward current. Whatever the I am providing some, I am going to provide some voltage supply for this p type and n type semiconductor material. Some voltage supply is provided. Then after acquiring this voltage supply, then the flow of current will takes place inside this semiconductor material. The amount of the amount of light output the amount of light output, this is the light output, which is proportional to the forward current. Flow of current will takes place in this p type and n type semiconductor material. Then higher the forward current, if high amount of forward current is taking place, higher is the light output. Higher the current flow is high, then light output is also high. That means the charge carriers, that means electron hole pair charge carriers are high, then conductivity increases. Due to that conductivity increases, then current flow is also increases. Due to that flow of high amount of current flow, I am going to acquire large amount of light energy here. I am going to acquire large amount of light energy from the active region. Let it be that active region is not given, but assume that it has the light energy is obtained from that junction. From this junction, across the junction, some active region is present. From that active region, I am going to acquire high amount of light output here. An n-type layer is grown on a p-type substrate by a diffusion process. This is the one type of fabrication process. N-type layer is grown on a p-type substrate by a diffusion fabrication process. It is not indicated here how that is going to be fabricated like that. Only p-type and n-type layers are sandwiching is given here. Then a thin p-type layer is grown on a n-type layer. The metal contacts to both the layers make anode and cathode terminals here. These are the p-type layer. Thin p-type layer is grown on the n-type layer, and the metal contacts, let it be, this is the anode terminal and cathode terminal, and some resistance is also provided to the cathode terminal here. The light energy is released at the junctions. Light energy at the junction, from this junction, some light energy is released here. Let it be across this junction. Whatever the active layer I am telling, that is from junction itself. Across this junction, light energy is going to be acquired. Light energy is released at the junction when the recombination of electrons with holes takes place. After passing through the p region, the light is emitted through the after passing through the p region, the light is emitted through the window provided at the top of the surface. Normally, LEDs. This is also beyond the topic point. Please, for just making you comfortable, I am telling these points. Later on, you will know more deeply. LEDs are of two types: surface emitting, edge emitting. Surface emitting LED is there in your optical fibers or fiber optics. You may come across surface emitting LED, and next one is edge emitting LED. Surface emitting and edge emitting LEDs. There are two types of LEDs are there. Let us assume that it is other is talking about surface emitting LED. From the surface of the active layer, the light is going to be exhibited. Whereas in edge emitting LED, from the edge of the active layer, I am going to acquire the light energy here. This is the basic difference between surface emitting LED and edge emitting LED. Assume that it has here, this is the surface emitting LED. That's why here given on the top of the surface is given here. The point is that one. LED is surface emitting type. Here light energy is released at the junction. when the recombination of electrons with holes takes place. After passing through the p region, the light is emitted from the window. Let it be, that is, that window means that is across from the junction itself, provided at the top of the surface. After recombination, the electrons lying in the conduction band of n region. After recombination, electrons remains in the n region, fall into the holes lying in the valence band. The electrons, after recombination, the electrons lying in the n region and holes lying in the p region. The difference of energy between these two charge carriers, the difference of the energies between the conduction band and valence band is radiated in the form of light energy. Those two, these two differences, those two differences between those two charge carriers acquired in the valence band and conduction band, I am going to obtain in the form of light energy here. Whereas this light energy obtained from the junction in LED. But the same process I am obtaining in the PN junction diode is that energy radiated in the form of heat. Across the junction, I am going to acquire that energy in the form of heat, whereas this energy I am going to acquire in the form of light energy here. That is the basic difference between LED and PN junction diode. The energy acquired across the junction, it is in the form of light in LED, whereas in the form of heat in PN junction diode. LED radiate light in different colors here, such as red, green, yellow, blue, orange, etc. Gallium arsenide, gallium arsenide will give, this is one type of semiconductor material. Semiconductors are of two types, that is డైరెక్ట్ బ్యాండ్ గ్యాప్ మెటీరియల్స్, ఇండైరెక్ట్ బ్యాండ్ గ్యాప్ మెటీరియల్స్ అంటారు. డైరెక్ట్ బ్యాండ్ గ్యాప్ మెటీరియల్స్ని ఈ గ్యాలియం ఆర్సనైడ్, ఫాస్ఫరస్, gallium phosphorus, gallium nitride, like that different materials are there. Those materials we can call those materials are direct band gap materials. Indirect band gap materials will take like this silicon, germanium, these are somewhat indirect band gap materials are there. Direct band gap materials are mainly used in these optical fibers, like that. This is the different types of semiconductor materials are there. By using different piling up of different materials may takes place. This let it be, this is one semiconductor material. Another layer is also piled up. That means this piling up of semiconductor upon the another material, this piling of semiconductor upon another material, that means this is the different heterogeneous, that may be a heterogeneous junctions type of structures may come across here, or homogeneous junction type of structures may come across here. These are different semiconductor materials. By using that different types of semiconductor material, this is one after the other, we may use any of the composition here. Let it be, this is n type, let it be, this is p type, this is n type, this is p type, that is n type, like that. Different heterogeneous type of semiconductor materials can be fabricated here in the layered format. One after the other layered format will be takes place. That process by using some different fabrication technique, one after the other layer may takes place. From the center level, from this active region, I am going to acquire different light radiation is going to be acquired, depends upon the semiconductor material we are used. That may be gallium arsenide, may be a n type or p type. This gallium arsenide phosphide may be a n type or p type. Gallium arsenide nitride may be a n type or p type, may be, depends upon our convenience or our requirement. We are going to make different proportions here. Gallium arsenide is going to give the infrared radiation here. Gallium arsenide phosphorus will give red or yellow. Gallium arsenide only phosphorus will give red or green. Gallium nitride will give blue light here. These are the different illuminating light colors we are going to acquire by using this type of direct band gap semiconductor materials. Here, this is the structure. This is the structure of LED. You can come across. This is the long terminal. This is the long terminal. wait a minute. Long terminal will indicates positive and short terminal will indicate negative here. This is the anode terminal and this is the cathode terminal. Long terminal indicates anode, short terminal indicates cathode. Whereas in other notation is also flat surface. If it is flat, flat lead, I can call this as anode, and normal lead is cathode. Is A, is A, this is K, like that. This is a symbolic notation. Anode terminal is long terminal. We can call this long terminal as positive. Bargo, am I audible?
సార్ మ్యూట్లో ఉన్నారు సార్ ఇప్పటి వరకు.
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిందా బార్గో?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే.
షేర్ అవ్వట్లేదు సార్, మళ్ళీ షేర్ చేయాలి.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఇది ఇంటర్నెట్ మధ్యలో కాల్స్ వస్తున్నాయి, అందువల్ల డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుంది. Now tell me, is it visible? Is it visible? Bargo?
ఎస్ సార్, విజిబుల్ సార్.
ఓకే. ఎక్కడ మిస్ అయింది మీకు? ఎక్కడి నుంచి మిస్ అయింది?
యానోడ్, క్యాథోడ్.
ఓకే ఓకే. Here this is the, wait a minute. The anode terminal is positive and cathode terminal is, long terminal indicates positive and short terminal indicates negative here. And the flat terminal, we can also take this flat terminal as anode terminal and normal terminal as cathode terminal. This is the symbolic notation of LED. And thereafter, if you are drawing some VI characteristics of LED, you can come across like this. VI characteristics is like this. This is the supply voltage, and this is the I am going to obtain the photocurrent. Let it be, this is the photocurrent or light energy obtained, that energy obtained from this current level, that is IP here. I am going to indicate it IP, or you can make it as IF also, IF, forward current also. IF, for our convenience, we have written like that. IF is better, VF is better, forward voltage and forward current, like that. The cut-in voltage of this LED is 1 volt. The minimum amount of voltage should be given for the conduction of the large amount of current in this LED is the 1 volt. 1 volt, that is the cut-in voltage of LED. Beyond this 1 volt, LED goes into the complete conduction state. Exponential rise in the current level will takes place in the forward bias condition. And in this circuit, I am placing one LED here and one LED here. With respect to that, one resistance is also placed, and voltage supply is provided. LED anode terminal is connected to positive and cathode terminal is connected to negative. Then this LED, and then this circuit is in forward bias condition. Resistance, this resistance is placed in order to eliminate this sudden flow of current into the circuit, which may lead to the damage to the LED. It can be avoided by placing this resistor. This acts as limiting resistor here. And this is the source voltage, and I am going to obtain some output voltage. That voltage is V0. Internally in this diode, some voltage will be there, that is let it be some diode voltage, or some voltage drop across this LED. Voltage drop across this LED is given by VD. Input voltage is Vs, output voltage is V0. It will be acquired here. In this circuit, LED is connected to the supply voltage through a current limiting resistor RS. Current through the LED is given by I is equal to this Vs minus VD, this Vs minus VD by RS here. This RS can also be given as RS is equal to this V0 minus VF by IF here. This RS, and just rearranging the terms here. RS is equal to V0, this output voltage V0, minus this forward voltage across this diode minus VF by IF. I can also write this equation in this format here, where Vs is supply voltage, Vd is voltage drop across LED, Rs is current limiting resistor, this Vp is peak output voltage, Vf is voltage drop across diode. These are the parameters you can come across here. And we will move on to the voltage drop. Voltage drop across the diode depends upon the value of current through it. Therefore, it controls the amount of light output. This current flow will controls the amount of the voltage drop across the diode depends upon the value of current through it. Therefore, it controls the amount of light output. ఈ amount of light output అనేది ఈ whatever the amount of current is flowing inside that semiconductor material will give the output amount of light output or brightness of the LED mainly depends upon the flow of current. Therefore, constant current వచ్చింది అనుకున్నాము, constant flow of current వస్తుంటే there is no fluctuation in brightness. In brightness, there is I am not going to obtain any sort of fluctuations in the brightness అనమాట. That is the point. Mainly, the amount of light output, that is brightness from LED, depends upon the flow of current here. If I am getting, if the flow of current is constant, there is no fluctuation in brightness. Then application of LEDs is used in 7-segment display, 16-segment display, and dot matrix display. These are the different types of displays. We can use these LEDs here: 7-segment, 16-segment, and dot matrix displays, used to indicate alphanumeric characters. That is, in digital clocks, we may use these LEDs. Microwave ovens for LED display, microwave ovens, stereo tuners for LED display, calculators for indicating power on and off. Also, power on and off. If power is on, we can obtain the LED indication. Red indication will be given off. There is no glow of the LED condition. Power level indications. In optical switching applications, optical fibers applications, these LEDs are mainly used. For solid state video displays, in video display also we can use these LEDs. Image sensing circuits, these are the applications we can come across these LEDs. For more information, you can browse on internet. You can acquire more amount of information regarding this. If you are interested upon this topic, you can browse and acquire the knowledge. And we will go to the next topic, that is LCD, liquid crystal display. Liquid crystal display. This is the liquid crystal display. Before going to this, again, just a small review. P material and N material are sandwiched. Thereafter, across from this junction, recombination of electrons and holes will take place, and across these terminals, electron and hole pair will take place. How it is going to be takes place means anode and cathode terminals are biased in forward bias condition, and the voltage supply, due to the voltage supply, the recombination inside the semiconductor will take place across the junction. From this junction, and flow of current will take place. That flow of current is directly proportional to the light energy. This is the simple operation here, light energy. This is the symbolic diagram for LED. Arrows emitting here, arrows outwards. Arrows outwards means emitting light. And due to that recombination, I am going to acquire large amount of light current here. Light energy in the form of light energy is obtained due to the flow of large amount of current flow. These are the different type of semiconductor material we are going to use for exhibition of different colors of light here. From the junction, I am going to obtain infrared radiation, red or yellow, red or green, blue light is going to be obtained. If LED is placed in a circuit, it can be notated like this. This is the, if constant current flow is taking place, no fluctuation in the brightness here. These are the applications. In all the applications, whatever the electronic components are there in our day-to-day life, we can come across this LED in all the applications. Whatever the applications we are using in our daily life, you can come across this LEDs here. This is the basic view of LED. Next one, liquid crystal display, LCD. This LCD, I'm just covering the only minor part of LCD, and similarly, just as similar to the LED, I am giving only basic view. Depends upon your depends upon your understanding levels. I'm just giving the basic view of LED and LCD. Later on you will acquire more knowledge upon these two topics also. Don't worry, just a basic view I'm giving. Just go through this material and acquire the knowledge, that's it. Liquid crystal is an organic material which flows like a liquid here. This is the liquid crystal is organic material which flows like a liquid but has molecular structure. It consists of molecular structure with properties of solids. Whatever the properties are there in the solids, those properties are there with respect to this organic material. Liquid crystal is an organic material which flows like a liquid but has molecular structure with properties of solids. Solids properties ఎట్లా ఉంటాయో అట్లానే ఈ ఈ స్ట్రక్చర్స్ ఈ ఆర్గానిక్ మెటీరియల్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్ కూడా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. They are though they are seems like a liquid structure, it consists of properties of solids here. Liquid crystal display is a low power device as compared to the LED. It is a low power device. LCDs are low power device as compared to LED. The power requirement is typically in microwatts. It is in microwatts. It is in microwatts, whereas this is in milliwatts. It is in microwatts. The power requirement is typically in microwatt for LCD as compared to the LED is in milliwatts. As an LCD requires an external or internal light source, it requires an external or internal light source is required. Its temperature range is about 0 degrees centigrade to 60 degrees centigrade, and the lifetime is an area of concern. Lifetime, generally this lifetime of this LCD is very less. It is the major concerning area. Worried thing is lifetime of this LCD is very less when compared to other electronic equipment, other electronic devices like that. The lifetime is a area of concern because LCDs can chemically degrading in structure. If time passes on, that LCD is going to be degraded. That is why, because it consists of different chemically composed components present in that LCD. It is going to keeps on degrading here with respect to time. Next one, LCDs are of two types, that is dynamic scattering LCDs and field effect LCDs. There are two types of scattering LCDs, that is dynamic scattering LCD and field effect LCD. In this dynamic scattering LCDs, its size is 8 inches. Its size is 8 inches, uses high power. It is going to use high power, cost is less. And next one is field effect LCDs. It uses less power, size is 2 inches, very small, and cost is more. Though it is small, it power consumption is less, therefore it consists of advantageous points. Power consumption is very less when compared to the dynamic scattering. Size is high, here size is small, power consumption is less, here power consumption is high, cost is less, cost is more. This is the basic difference between dynamic scattering LCD and field effect LCD. And this is the structure of LCD, light scattering LCD, liquid scattering LCD. Let it be, this is the liquid scattering LCD. I'm just I will give some components here. This is the glass. These two first, just to draw this, I will draw. Please, for your convenience, I'm just giving some idea. First to draw this one. Thereafter draw this one, this structure, as well as this structure. After drawing these two are in between I am giving, this is the glass structure, and in between the liquid molecules are going to be obtained like that, and this is the space here, space and sealers. These two are sealers here, and this is the Froster region. This region is the Foster region, and these are the These are the incident light. Incident light upon this liquid. Incident light. This is the clear region, and the light is going to be incident upon this one. This is the indium oxide, clear oxide coating. Indium oxide. This is the clear coating, Foster region. From this, these two are voltage is provided across here. Let it be initial condition V is equal to 0. After increasing this voltage, there is a movement in this molecules will take place, and I am going to obtain some exhibition of light here. These are the conducting clear coating is going to be given here. These are the components in LCD, liquid crystal LCD. These are the main components. First one is glass structure, this one and this one. In between, space and Sailor, and thereafter indium oxide. Indium oxide is provided. This is the Foster region, and conducting clear coating is provided here. This is voltage in the balanced state. The output voltage is 0. In the balanced state, the output voltage is given 0 here. Here, wait a minute. Next, we will go to the actual working. The most popular liquid crystal type LCD is pneumatic liquid crystal. From figure shows the liquid crystal structure of pneumatic liquid crystal without biasing is provided here. Without any sort of voltage is provided. Therefore, V is given 0 here. The liquid is sealed with a cage. The liquid is sealed with a cage and covered glass for visible display, and covered glass వేస్తున్నాం, and it is liquid is sealed and covered glass for visible display. Two transparent conducting coatings of indium oxide are placed on the interior side of glass plates here. Two transparent conducting coating of indium oxide, two transparent conducting coating of indium oxides are placed on the interior side of glass particle. Interior side E rondo. These two transparent conducting coating of indium oxide are placed on the interior side of glass plates. Inside the crystal, individual molecules have rod-like shapes. Inside the crystal, individual molecules have rod-like shapes here. Rod-like shapes. When no voltage is applied to the plates, the molecules of the liquid crystal align themselves either parallel or perpendicular here. These molecules are going to align parallel or perpendicular to the glass plates. So these are going to align here. With respect to these glass plates, these molecules are going to align. Those are maybe in the parallel format or in the perpendicular format along these glass plates, and those molecules appear in the transparent form. If voltage between 6 and 20 volts is applied across the conducting coating, then the arrangement of molecule gets disturbed here. 6 and 20 volts between apply cheste మనం voltage apply cheste across the conducting coatings lo, then arrangement of molecules get disturbed. As a result, new regions are developed with different indices in between the conducting surfaces. New regions are going to be developed with different indices, with different radiating indices in between the conducting surfaces will takes place. The incident light is reflected in different directions at the interface between regions of different indices of refraction. This process is known as dynamic scattering. ఆ లైట్ మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఇన్సిడెంట్ చేస్తామో అక్కడ ఉన్న మాలిక్యూల్స్ కూడా డిఫరెంట్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్ జరుగుతుంది అనమాట ఆ మాలిక్యూల్స్లో. అది చెప్తున్నారు ఆ పాయింట్. ద ఇన్సిడెంట్ లైట్ ఈస్ రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్స్ at the interface between the regions of different indices of refraction. This process is known as, by incidenting this light upon these molecules, these are going to be reflected incidence between the regions of different indices of refraction will take place. This process is known as dynamic scattering. The scattered light has the appearance of a frosted glass here. The scattered light has the appearance of a frosted glass, while the area are not enclosed by the conducting surface remains translucent here. Scattered light has the appearance of a frosted glass structure low. It is going to be appeared, while the area not enclosed by the conducting surface అయితే that area remains translucent. It is not going to transparent. It is not going to have the transparent structure, or it is not going to give any sort of radiation here. That is the point. Scattered light has the appearance of a frosted glass, while the area not enclosed by the conducting surface remains translucent here. And this is the structure of 8 segment display. 8 segment display, LCD 8 segment display. Here different numbers are provided for each segment. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. LCD 8 segment display, there are 8 different shaded areas which are clear conducting surfaces. All these are clear conducting surfaces. These are connected to 8 different terminals for application of external control. 8 different terminals control చేస్తాం అన్నమాట for application of external control. Whenever a particular number is to be displayed, then the corresponding region will appear frosted. అక్కడ ఫ్రోస్టెడ్ అని చెప్తున్నాం కదమ్మా, అది అది లేకపోతే ఫ్రోస్టెడ్ మీన్స్ జస్ట్ లైక్ ఇల్యూమినేటింగ్ స్టేట్ అనుకోండి. ఇల్యూమినేటింగ్ స్టేట్ అనుకుంటే ఫ్రోస్టెడ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ది వెన్ ఎవర్ ఎనీ వన్ నెంబర్ ఈస్ ఎనీ వన్ నెంబర్ డిస్ప్లే అవ్వాలి, ఎనీ వన్ నెంబర్ షుడ్ బి డిస్ప్లేడ్, దెన్ దట్ సర్ఫేస్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఫ్రోస్టెడ్ హియర్, వైల్ అదర్ రీజన్స్ విల్ రిమైన్ క్లియర్. అంటే while remain other regions is going to be off, that structure is going to be frosted here. That number is going to be highlighted or on structure, while other regions are going to remains in clear state or in the off state, like that. These are connected to 8 different terminals for application of external control. Whenever a particular number is to be displayed, then the corresponding region will appear frosted, while other regions will remain clear here. LCDs are slower than LEDs. These LCDs are slower than LEDs. Response time of LCD is in the range of 100 to 300 millisecond, while for LEDs it is 100 nanoseconds. LED will respond more fastly when compared to this LCDs here. This is the basic concept of LCD. And we will go to the applications of LCD. Wide range of colors choice is there, used in watches, pocket calculators, laptops, data organizers, TVs, portable instrument displays, etc. We are going to use this different types of applications, that is watches, calculators, laptops, data organizers, TVs, and portable instrument displays. We are going to use this LCD here. This is the concept regarding LCD. If you want one more amount of information, please go through other textbooks, or internet is enough for you to know the more information. This information is the only basic view of both LED and LCD. Examination point of view, this LED and LCD concept is enough. In order to know more information, you should go for other materials. This is about LED. It should be operated in forward bias condition, and thereafter VI characteristics of LED and circuit diagram of LED, application of LED. And in LCD, it is there are two types, that is dynamic scattering LCD, field effect LCD. Circuit diagram of this is the internal structure of LCD, liquid crystal display LCD internal structure, how they are aligned, the liquid patterns are how they are aligned, how the molecules are arranged, how the glass any problem, how the glass structures is aligned, how the electrodes these electrodes are aligned with no voltage supply, what is the structure, how these liquid molecules are going to be frosted, we will see by using this working. If it is any one by providing Incident light is reflected in different directions at the interference between the regions of different indices of refraction. This process is known as dynamic scattering. Scattering light has the appearance of scattered అయిన లైట్ ఫ్రోస్టెడ్ గ్లాస్ లాగా అపేర్ అవుతుందన్నమాట. వైల్ ద అదర్ రీజన్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ది డిమ్ స్టేట్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ది ఆఫ్ స్టేట్లో ఉంటుంది అనమాట. అది ఫ్రోస్టెడ్ ఇప్పుడు ఎనీ వన్ నెంబర్ ఈస్ హైలైటెడ్ మీన్స్ దట్ రీజన్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఫ్రోస్టెడ్ అండ్ రిమైనింగ్ రీజన్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఇన్ ది ఆఫ్ స్టేట్ లైక్ దట్. అది for displaying any one number, it is going to be in the on state, that is frosted state, while other remains is in the will appear while other regions will remains in clear state, are not going to illuminate any sort of light here. That is the basic thing. The switching depends upon the these LCDs are much slower when compared to LEDs. Switching action is very slow in this LCD applications of applications of LCD. This is regarding LEDs and LCDs. Please again go through this topic and refer and obtain the knowledge upon this LED and LCD. Okay.